They're in the gate. And they're off in the Robert J. Frankel. Mrs. Astor asks for early speed, but Omaha Girl is naturally quicker and takes command. Mahina down at the rail up close. And here's Hang the Moon. And Hang the Moon gallops into second as they pass us for the first time. So it's Omaha Girl, a length and a half, to Hang the Moon in second. Then Mahina on the fence in third, Mrs. Astor fourth. Your one there is right next to Mufi. 5 lengths covers the field. Into the first turn, and it's Omaha Girl setting the tempo, has it by 2 lengths. Hang the Moon tracking comfortably from second, and Mahina is still down on the inside third. Then Mrs. Astor fourth, 4 lengths off the lead, 2 clear of your one there, and Mufi is now at the back of the field. Modest tempo set by Omaha Girl, who's by herself on the front end, leading it by 2.5 lengths. Hang the Moon, cruising up to her nicely in second. Then it's Mahina in third. Mrs. Astor gets a little bit of a nudge fourth, 4 lengths off the lead, followed by your one there, and Mufi with less than a half mile to go. Omaha Girl, the target, tracked intently by Hang the Moon, who's poised in second. Then Mahina at the rail. Mrs. Astor, Ford still ridden along, 3.5 or so off the lead. You're one there in Mufi. There's been no change in the running order. Omaha Girl trying to sprint away. Hang the Moon, a length and a half back in second. Then comes Mrs. Astor, who's gradually making some progress third. Mahina is down at the rail. Mufi swings to the center of the course for her rally. They're in the final furlong, and it's still Omaha Girl with a host of pursuers. Good trip for Mahina, one from the rail, and Mahina comes looking for the lead with Mrs. Astor. Hang the Moon flattens out late. Mahina just in front. Mrs. Astor surging. Mrs. Astor kept to her task. Gets up to beat Mahina in the Robert J. Frankel Stakes. In the winner's circle is Mrs. Astor, a 4-year-old bay filly by Lookin' at Lucky out of Kozel. Owned by Augustin Stables, trained by Jonathan Thomas, and ridden to victory by Frankie Dettori. Mrs. Astor was bred in Kentucky by her owner, George Strawbridge Jr. Running time 148.57 seconds. The Robert J. Frankel Stakes is official. Trophy presentation for the Grade 3 Robert J. Frankel Stakes, made to the connections of Mrs. Astor by Steve Martinelli, racing coordinator at Santa Anita Park. Jessica Pfeiffer is in the winner's circle.
Thanks, Frank. Here with winning jockey Frankie Dettori aboard Miss Astor and the Robert J. Frankel Stakes. Kind of funny on paper, there wasn't a lot of speed, but it turned out that everyone was coming from behind, including you.
Yeah, of course, we were all worried about the speed, but I got in the wheels of KK, the favorite, and I knew my filly would stay well, so I slingshot her off the bend, and she did the rest.
Did the rest of it feel good?
Yeah, of course. I could have done with more pace, but she's very honest. She's in real good form at the moment, so it's those kind of horses you want to be on at this stage.
Good job, Frankie.
Thank you.
Frankie Dettori winning the Robert J. Frankel Stakes aboard Miss Astor.